Ontario racers, we're back at the Gooderham XC for 2026. This is the second year this course will be running. Last year was its first year and it did not disappoint, and for the second year it's definitely not going to disappoint, as Eric and the G-Town crew have added more. We've got a motocross track in front of us, a new start line, and a couple options off in the woods. Do a quick introduction here. I'm Chris Bateman. I ride the 50A class, and beside me I got Bert McDonald's in the 60 plus class. We are going to do one lap here, give you an idea what the terrain's going to be like and how long and what a lap time is going to be. Anyhow, that should be about it. One last thing I want to say is this is the new start line, and you see off in the distance there's a kicker jump in front of me. If you're not familiar with jumping or not very confident at it, this is the one you want to roll. All the jumps here have a steep jump face, so if you're not a jumper, hold off on some of these jumps, especially on the first lap, until you get an idea of how you're going to hit them. And I think that's about all we got to say in the preamble. Ready, Bert? Here we go. Okay, so this is the jump I'm talking about. It is steep, okay? There's the landing there. Like I said, if you're a jumper, not a biggie. If you're not a jumper, take it easy on that first one. Get an idea for it. Now we go right into the woods. There we go, another jump. Again, cooker. They've got some kick to them. That one's a nice one. It's a nice uphill with a flat landing. All the jumps are rollable as well, right? So don't be too stressed. Just be very careful your first round. Get a feel. So Eric and his gang, this year they just cleared all this out. It's part of the track, but next year they're going to add some jumps to that for us. So you do the majority of the motocross track. This is for us, the adult class, and the minis do this. I believe the Pee-wees do it as well. I think everybody does this. Okay, as you come out here, then we go back to where the old starting line was from last year. Down this hill, and it's a little rocky, a little rooty, hard sharp left at the bottom, and then I don't know if the camera will do this justice, but it is a little off camber in here with some wet roots. We get rain, this part could get a little slick, a little interesting for us. Hard right. And just like last year, a right-hand corner comes up pretty quick. Okay, that's the mini course there. This is the adult course. So Bert unfortunately went to the mini course. He is 60 plus, but he's a kid at heart, so maybe he just got confused. This is the same as last year. Lots of nice windy, flowy trail here. Like anywhere, Ford country though, there's a lot underneath the ground. Under this ground covering, sorry, that's branches in there. Under the ground covering, there's a lot of rock, roots. the arrowing, the marking that they've done already. We are over a week and a half out from the race, and they've got this whole place arrowed. Just a little bit of ribbon still has to go up, but other than that, this place is done and ready to go. No getting lost here. The Eric and the G-Town crew, they're right by the rule book. If you look, there's an arrow before a corner, arrow at the apex of the corner, and an arrow at the exit of the corner. You don't have to look far to find out what direction you're to go. And for those of you that will be racing this for your first year, I said it once before, but we are in core country. So what that means is, under the ground covering, there's going to be a lot of root, a lot of rock, a lot of mud. So just be careful on your first lap, get a feel for this terrain. There's a lot of surprises underneath the ground here. The one thing you will notice though, if you raced here last year, you're probably thinking, oh God, that track's probably bombed out and destroyed. Well, if you were thinking that, you're wrong. Eric and the boys came through here this spring with an excavator, groomed what they could, then dragged what they couldn't groom, plus dragged the whole course, and also came out here, walked it, removed all the boulders, all the sticks, all the debris. So, you couldn't ask for better than what these guys have done. Okay, this is a real swampy area. I don't know what the best option is here. Bert thinks it's around the outside, he could be right. You'll see on race day what the best option is for sure. God, I love the trails here. So entertaining. That was a section from last year that's been cut off. Rerouted this way, so this part's new. I seen Bert's tire kick out. That's exactly what I was saying. There's a lot under the ground covering. You can see he just hit a bunch of roots and rock. That's because they could slide out. So for those of you not used to this area, just your first lap, just get a good feel for what's going on underneath you. Now, if I was thinking something about tire selection for this, I would gravitate towards something that's good on the slick, something gummy. Because like I said, there is a lot of wet root, wet rock all underneath here. So a nice gummy tire will help you out. You may want to soften your suspension. If you harden it up for Walton, this one you may want to soften it a bit, just with all the stuff that's going on underneath, the busyness. here, really. It's just the same. You know, everything's off camber. Some slick stuff underneath. Carry your momentum at the bottom of that. It's really foamy and soft up there. I'm sure it's going to get chewed up pretty hard on race day. I call it is just watch your corner speeds at times. It is slick coming into some of these. I've blown a few corners just on the pre-lap. It's a really fun section with the berms. Tight, fun. One thing I did notice, you'll see Bert does a lot of inside-outside corner lines here. Take advantage of that for passing, as well as right there to the left is a trough. Another route up this hill. If near the end of the morning class, if people are getting stuck on that hill because it's so chewed up, look to your left, use that other single track line. See how Bert always takes like a different line there? Okay, now we're back by the pits. This is a straight line back towards the timing and scoring. Come along this back straightaway. Just remember, there it is, you'll see it. Hard, sharp right here. And this uphill takes you to the timing and scoring. And right here you'll start seeing that you're getting choked off for time and scoring. Slow down. It should be located right under here. And that is going to be a lap at the Gooderham XC.